Welcome back, everybody, to our Midwestern Dynasty, where we are right now sandwiched between Florida International and Jacksonville State in the CUSA standings. And wouldn't you know it, our next two games are against those two teams. We will play them in back-to-back important games. First up is FIU, who we'll get to in a minute, but before we do that, I do want to go over our stats through the first 8 games of the year. We are averaging 29.3 points per game, 216 passing yards per game, and 168 rushing yards per game. Our pass offense, it has been better since Jesse Ham took over as our starting quarterback, and I would love for that to continue. But the main thing that we do well on offense is run the ball. All of our running backs combined are averaging 5.6 yards per carry, which is pretty elite. The defense, it is giving up just 16.9 points per game, 235 passing yards per game, 57 rushing yards per game, and we are averaging almost 4 sacks per game. We have 31 sacks through 8 games. So the pass rush has been great. The defense in general has been pretty good, but I do want to see our defense get some more takeaways. We have 10 takeaways through 8 games. Not a bad number, but we could definitely do better than that. Florida International University, or FIU, the Panthers are 6-2 on the year, 3-1 in conference. Their only loss in conference is to Georgia Southern, one of our rivals who we still have to play later this year. But back to FIU, they have a plus 44 point differential, are averaging 27.4 points per game, and allowing 21.9 points per game. They have a solid, well-rounded roster, so this should be a tough game for us. We'll see if we can win this one and make it 8 in a row, or if FIU is going to pull off the upset win. Midwestern on offense to get things started. Going to be a fake to Sizer, and a quick hitter to Nick Shields, who gets a block from Sizer, and because of that, Shields is able to pick up the first down. So great hustle by Sizer, helps us get a first down. 3rd and 5. Ham is going to throw weight over the middle, and it's going to be caught by George Barr, who's thrown to the ground across midfield at the Panthers 40. Dylan Washington in motion. He has been a touchdown machine for us in our last couple of games, scoring 5 touchdowns in the last 2 games that we have played. He's going to be a bit shaken up after this play. Looks like he should be able to return to this one, though. 3rd and inches for the Horned Owls on their opening drive of the game. And it's going to be Sizer straight ahead for the first down. He ran for 105 yards last week. We'll see if he can repeat that performance today. Ham on 2nd down, steps up, and he's going to run for a first down, sliding down inside the 10 at the 9 to make it goal to go. At the 4 on 2nd down, Ham, quick left side, hits Joey Hammer, the senior tight end, and he's going to catch his first touchdown of the season. So the Horned Owls, they will strike first and go up 7-0 early in this big conference matchup. The Panthers are trying to tie this one right back up. Caleb Talbot left side has a huge hole to run through. He's going to run over Gordon Sheed, spin off the Florida native Santiago Martino, and go down just across midfield. Caleb Talbot is a great player. He has 10 touchdowns this year, is averaging 4.9 yards per carry and 76.4 yards per game on the ground. That is pretty comparable to what Avery Sizer is doing this year, except he has more touchdowns. On 3rd down, Talbot has a man all alone behind the defense. It is caught by Adrian Dobbins, who steps out of bounds at the 2. Should have been a walk-in touchdown. Instead, they'll have it goal to go at the 2 and have to earn this one. A power run look. Austin Meadows is going to dive towards the end zone, and he didn't get in. Thomas Mitz is going to deny him the end zone, apparently. 3rd and goal at the 1. It'll be Talbot, and he's going to get into the end zone easy on 3rd and goal, scoring his 11th touchdown of the season. And we are tied up again. Now it's 7. About 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Him on 3rd and 8 is going to throw right side under pressure, and he's going to place it perfectly into Titus Dingle, who makes the catch. It's been a hot start for Jesse Ham, who has 64 yards passing, is 7 for 8, and has a touchdown already. He also scrambled for a first down. He'll throw it right side, connecting with Devin Gentry, who is knocked down with a gain of 13. At the 37 on 2nd down, Terrell left right side, shows some burst, and gets the first down and is shoved out of bounds late. Could have thrown a flag there, but they didn't. At the 30-yard line, Ham dropping back, and he's going to fire this one to the end zone, and it's another perfect throw, an absolute laser into Nick Shields, and that'll be a touchdown, his 2nd passing touchdown of the first half, putting us up 14-7. But Jesse Ham looks like he might be on one in this one. FIU is going to get a huge play through the air again. It's Adrian Dobbins again. He'll break a tackle this time and go down at the 39 of the Horned Owls. Quarterback surrounded in the backfield. It'll be a fake to Talbot, and it's going to be a shot towards the end zone one-on-one, and Shaquem Short is going to win the battle against Dylan McCowan. 3rd and 1. They go with a diamond look again. Talbot up the middle is met right at the first down marker by Ethan Dugan, and it is not going to be a first down. 4th and inches. FIU, they want to go for it. They'll give Talbot another try, and this time he is going to get the first down. And not much of a problem. He is going down at the 26. Already 10 carries in the first half for him. A backup running back getting a turn, and it's not going to be a great play for him. Cecil Childress gets brought down for a loss of 2. 3rd down. They're going to try a screen, and no, it's going to be a throw down the field, and it's over the head of the intended target, and incomplete. So they're going to bring out their kicker, Alex Lane, who has a career long of 52. This one, not quite as long, just 43 yards out. He makes the kick. It's now 14-10. Midwestern starting this drive at their own 21. Ham is going to move to his right, and he's going to be sacked by Roderick Claiborne. It's his 2nd sack of the season, and a loss of 10 for the Horned Owls. 3rd and 16. The Panthers are going to send a blitz. Ham is going to drift to his left, throw over the middle, and it's going to be caught by George Barr right at the marker, and he's going to be given the first down. An empty set on 3rd and 9. Ham throwing over the middle, and he throws it behind Nick Shields. It's going to be intercepted. Raheem Sexhill, a redshirt senior cornerback, has his 4th interception of his career. He's going to be brought down by Christian Garrett and Nick Shields at the 10, where the Panthers will have an opportunity to take the lead in the first half. Pretty much cool to go. Wayton Dees is going to throw off platform over the middle, connecting with Dylan McCowan, and he has his 7th touchdown catch of the year. FIU is going to take the lead 17-14 in the first half. 3rd and 6 with 2 minutes to go in the half. Ham is going to let it loose, taking a shot down the field for Nick Shields, who's behind the defense, but Ham, he overshoots him, and the Horned Owls will end up going 3 and out. FIU looking to extend this lead. Dees is going to throw right side, and the Panthers are going to be able to extend their lead. A breakdown in the Midwestern secondary, and their coverage is going to lead to a 74-yard touchdown catch for Dylan McCowan, his 8th of the year and 2nd of the first half, and this is officially an upset alert. The Horned Owls down by 2 scores in the first half. Here is Sizer running a defender over. He's up past the 40, down at the 42. You know that he wants to win this game and keep up this win streak. Terrell left on 3rd and 4. He's going to pick up the first down to keep this drive alive, as we are now down under a minute to go in the first half. Ham from a clean pocket. It's Dylan Washington, who is playing through some bruised ribs, and he's going to end up getting the first down after making the catch. 40 seconds about to go in the half. Ham to his right hits Roberto Suarez, and he's going to be tackled from behind inbounds, so the Horned Owls will end up using a timeout. Just outside the red zone at 26. It's a screen, and Nick Shields, who gets a block from Madison Bynum, and Shields is down at the 19. His time is starting to tick. 14 seconds to go in the half. Ham is going to move to his right, and he sees no defender in front of him, so he's going to take off towards the end zone and run it in for his first career rushing touchdown. And it's a huge drive put together by him in this offense. Much needed touchdown scoring drive to make it 24-21 at the end of the first half. FIU on offense to start the second half, a gain of 9. And the catch is made by Bronson Meadows, their backup running back, who they do line up at wide receiver. A run for Talbot is going to be a pretty good gain. He's up to the 44. So FIU is moving the ball in there across midfield. Talbot right side is brought down back at midfield. Portland Rahman, who has had his role reduced a little bit this year, but still gets a decent amount of playing time and makes the play. 3rd down. Dees throwing right side and nearly getting intercepted. It should have been picked off by George Noddy. He at least breaks the pass up, and it will be a punt on 4th down. Midwestern trying to take the lead back. Sizer left side is going to be brought down with a gain of 6, but no first down. It'll be 3rd and 2. Left is going to head in motion. Ham is going to hand it off to Sizer, who breaks a tackle and gets the first down to keep this drive alive. It's up to 56 yards on the ground, halfway to that 100-yard total we talked about earlier and that he had last week. Ham throw it deep for George Barr, who makes another tough catch. All 3 of his tough catches in this game have helped us pick up a first down and have been pretty deep down the field. Ham leaving the pocket. He's got a man open. It's Paul Schuler, who's rumbling inside the 10, and he goes down at the 8. So the march continues for the Horned Owls, who now have it goal to go. At the 8, man is going to head in motion again. It is George McLeod leading the way for Sizer, who only picks up 2 yards. But not much there for him on the ground on that run. 3rd down. Ham scanning, throwing over the middle late and nearly getting intercepted. He wanted George Barr and instead found Matthias Canty, who breaks the pass up. Out comes Jason Hops to attempt a 23-yard field goal. And the chip shot kick is good. And we have ourselves a tie game once again. We're all tied up at 24, getting late in the 3rd quarter. It's 3rd and 4, and it's going to be a loss of 3 for Quayton Dees on the keeper. Kevin Campanaro getting the TFL up to 2 on the day. On Clifton on the punt return, it was a short kick, and he's able to return the punt up to the 46. So great starting field position for the Horned Owls, who are looking to take the lead. They had a chance earlier. Terrell F is going to take it all the way to the 40 of FIU on his 5th run of the day. Terrell F and Von Clifton, the 2 backs. And Terrell F is going to run it right side and end up losing 3 yards. Matthias Canty with a TFL. Almost had the pick earlier. 3rd and 9. 5 wide look for Jesse Ham, who's going to throw for Terrell F. And the pass is going to be broken up by Josiah Taylor at the lunging PBU. And the Horned Owls in no man's land are going to line up to go for it. Will they snap it? They will. Ham is running out of time. He throws it down the field for Nick Shields, and it's going to be knocked away. The throw was a bit earlier than Ham wanted to make. Wanted more time, but he just ran out of it. And we end up turning the ball over on downs. So FIU with possession on 3rd and 10, and they end up doing nothing after the turnover on downs. Ethan Dugan will break the pass up, and we get the ball right back. 2nd and 15 at our own 30. Ham has time, and again, he wants Nick Shields deep down the field, and again, he's going to overthrow him. Just barely missing on these throws deep down the field. 3rd and long. It's a draw inside, and FIU is not fooled on that play. They'll end up getting the stop on the conservative play calling from Midwestern. FIU at their own 40. The read option keeper, and Quayton Dees is going to take it across midfield. Going down at the 47 of the Horned Owls. There are 9 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Quayton Dees to his left is intercepted. Gordon Sheed gets his first interception of his career. He is from Florida, so it has to feel great. And also the fact that this game is tied in the 4th quarter, and he has given us possession and a chance to take the lead. Ham on 3rd and 8. Backing way up and going down the field for Dylan Washington. He's going to make the catch and be knocked out of bounds at the 35 of the Panthers. Gotta really appreciate Dylan Washington playing through some bruised ribs. His ratings have taken a hit, but he's sticking through it. Pass is broken up, and it wouldn't have mattered how we caught it anyway, because we're going to be called for a holding. That'll back us up. After a gain of 6 on 1st and 20, Sizer is going to run straight ahead and move the pile for a gain of 7. It'll be 3rd and 7 at the 32. They are not quite in range for Jason Hops. They'll need a couple of more yards for that. Ham is going to move to his right, and there's nobody in front of him, so he's going to take off again and slide down up at the 15. We have seen him do that a couple of times in this game. He's not the most mobile quarterback, but he's capable if you give him not much room to run. Ham on 3rd down is hit as he let it go. It'll be incomplete. He had nobody open anyway. But Jason Hops out to try a 29-yard field goal. This for the lead. His kick is up and right down the middle. So the Horned Owls have a 3-point lead as we are getting late in the 4th quarter. About 4:20 to go in the 4th. FIU is down by 3. Catch on the right side is made by Jamar Hakeem, and he works his way up to the 42. No 2nd down with about 3:30 to go. It's a quick hitter brought in by Deion McCowan, who's up to 106 yards on 5 catches. A lot of those yards came on that 174-yard touchdown we gave up earlier. Third down. It's a swing pass right side, caught by Talbot, but the throw is behind him. So the Horned Owls defense is able to rally to him in time. And it looks like FIU, despite being at midfield and down by a field goal, they're going to punt the ball away. So a chance for the Horned Owls to run this one out. Sizer up the middle, picks up 5 yards. And it looks like we can't quite get it down to the 2-minute warning, so we had to run a play, and it's now just 2 minutes to go. Ham launching left side on third down for Dylan Washington, and this time Ham underthrows the deep ball. It'll be 4th down, and we have to punt the ball away. FIU, plenty of time and all their timeouts as they start this drive at their own 28. D's under pressure, avoids a defender, launches down the field one-on-one, and DeMarco Cooney will swat the pass away. So a big-time play by him. That would have been a disaster had we given that up. Third down. D's on the move. Is going to complete this pass, but it's not going to matter. It's going to be called back due to holding. A lucky break for us again. So it's 3rd and 16 at their own 21. D's steps up, avoids Edward Reed, fires down the field, and it's going to be broken up by Josh Wood and Deontay Bland. It'll be 4th down, and the game is on the line. FIU has to pick up at least 16.5 yards here. D's against a 3-man rush, loads up, launches deep down the field, and he's going to complete the pass to Dylan McCowan. A great throw from Clayton D's, and McCowan made the catch inbounds. How do you let that happen? Now FIU are not only in field goal range, they have a chance to score a touchdown and take the lead. A holding call against FIU is going to help us out. Another one against them. It'll be 3rd and 18 at the 23 with under a minute to go. D's under pressure, is going to be sacked. Santiago Martino and Eric Lamb bring him down back at the 30. FIU is going to bring out Alex Lane to try a 47-yard kick to tie this one up. His kick is right down the middle, and we have ourselves a tie game at 27 late in the 4th. Midwestern with 2 timeouts and about 40 seconds to try and get into Jason Ops' field goal range, or maybe score a touchdown. Terrell left will make a catch underneath, and he's up to the 37. Clock stops because of the first down, so the Horned Owls are going to hurry up to the line to save those timeouts. Ham under pressure is going to be sacked. It's Roderick Claiborne again, his 2nd sack of the game. The Horned Owls, they let the clock wind down, and they're just going to try a Hail Mary here. 0 is on the clock. Ham launching it up to the end zone. Can somebody pull it down? It is incomplete. Hold on, though. There is a flag, and it's going to be a pass interference call against Florida International. So we have a free 15 yards picked up and another shot at the Hail Mary. And Midwestern pull off the miracle. Ham launching it to the end zone again. It is up, and it hits the upright and goes through him. Does that count as a field goal? No. Well, I guess we're at an overtime, tied at 27. Wish Ham would have gave somebody a shot there. He just put too much on it. The Panthers have the ball to begin the first overtime period. It'll be a lob left side from D's to who else but Dylan McCowan. And, of course, he brings it in up at the 10. So pretty much goal to go for the Panthers. Run left side. Bronson Meadows working his way up near the 5, and eventually they rule him down at the 3. So the Panthers are just 3 yards away from taking the lead in overtime. D's is going to keep it, and that was a mistake. He can't get away from Sanzenbacher and Martino. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. They're going to be called for a holding. Refs are really getting involved in this game. A lot of holding calls. Back at the 13. D's running out of time. Fires in. His pass is knocked down by Cortland Rahman, and they got by him. That might have been a touchdown for FIU. 3rd down. And the Panthers are going to run the ball. A really conservative play call, and it doesn't work out for them too well. They'll pick up a couple of yards, but they're going to have to bring out Alex Wayne for this chip shot field goal. We'll see if we can make this 26-yarder for the lead. It is good. And the Panthers have a 3-point lead here in overtime. So the Horned Owls need at least a field goal. They score a touchdown, though. They would win the game. Sizer off left tackle as a huge hole is inside the 10 and down near the 5. But it's going to be called back due to holding on Joey Hammer. So wipe that great play off the board. 3rd and long at the 30. Ham is going to fire over the middle for Washington, and he can't come up with it. Wouldn't have mattered that he caught it anyway because we would have been called for a holding. It'll be 4th down, and now Jason Hops has to try and tie a career long in order to tie this game up. His kick from 47 yards out is going to be wide left and no good. He crumbles under pressure, and FIU is going to pull off the upset win in overtime over number 8 Midwestern, 30-27. These two teams will have the exact same record of 7-2 and 4-1 in the CUSA. Our defense, it had a ton of busts in coverage, which did not give our defensive line much of a chance to get pressure on Quentin Dees. We only had a sack in this game, just one sack, and we averaged 4 per game. And those busts in coverage were not just big plays, they were touchdowns. A couple of them, at least one of them was for sure. The other one should have been a touchdown, but Adrian Dobbins stepped out of bounds at the 2-yard line, I believe. So the defense, they made some mistakes. The offense missed out on some plays deep down the field. We got called for holding multiple times. And our rush attack, it usually is elite and helps us overcome mistakes that we make elsewhere. But in this game, the ground game was not elite. We didn't overcome all the mistakes that we usually are able to. I know Jason Ops crumbled under pressure, and I did, I guess. I was the one trying the kick. I had never been iced in this game before, so was not ready for that. Just put too much power on it, and the kick ended up going wide left. Hopefully the next time that we get put in a similar situation, we'll be able to make the kick, and hopefully Jason Ops is able to get better here soon. That accuracy has to improve. It's only 74. That's just not good enough. Nick Shields has had a disappointing senior season, but he does now have a touchdown in each of our last 2 games. So maybe this could be the start of a nice run by him to end his college career. He does now have over 150 career receptions. And I know Dylan Washington has been the go-to guy as of late, but Nick Shields on some of these deep passes is just barely getting missed. If we connect on a couple of them, then his stats are going to look a whole lot better. Thomas Mitz has been an absolute beast for us. 10 TFLs over our last 3 games and 35 total tackles. So he's been just a machine at bringing down whoever has the ball, but still does not have a single takeaway this year. I love to see him get an interception or force a fumble, something. He has now crossed over 300 total tackles in his career. He's up to 310. So it's been a great year and a great career, but I would love to see him getting some takeaways here soon. Let's talk a little recruiting. We have 3 new commits to go over. The first one is Anthony Bautista, an edge player from Texas. He's 6'4", 248, a 3-star gem with great ratings from what we could see. And we're kind of top heavy at edge rusher with Eric Lamb, who's going to be graduating. Kevin Campanaro and Jimmy French are both juniors. So we needed some edge rushers for the future, and we have brought him in. Tyler Gooch is an off-ball linebacker, another 3-star gem who is 6', 233. He's listed as a run stopper, but only has 65 block shedding. Has to improve upon that and his coverage, but at least he's a good athlete, and maybe the dev trait ends up being something more than just impact. Where do you play Marco Polo? You play it in the pool. We got Marco Poole from Minneapolis, Minnesota, 6'1", 231, another off-ball linebacker, another 3-star gem who is very similar to Tyler Gooch. They're both great athletes that have to improve upon their coverage and their block shedding, but at least they have a good starting point. We end up dropping in the rankings from number 8 all the way down to number 17. So we're on the outside looking in when it comes to the college football playoffs, but also on the outside looking in when it comes to the conference championship game. Jacksonville State, they're undefeated in conference and undefeated in general. FIU, they have the head-to-head over us, and we both have the same record. While it would help us out if FIU were to slip up and lose a game or 2 down the stretch, we do have a game right away here in our next game against Jacksonville State, and I believe if we beat them, then we would control our own destiny. If we were to win out, I think we would make the conference championship game regardless of what those other 2 teams do the rest of the way. Not 100% sure about that, but pretty sure. A couple of things to point out about Jacksonville State. One, they are great at not turning the ball over and also getting takeaways. They have a plus 12 turnover differential. That's amazing. But they haven't really beaten anybody. They have only beaten 1 team that has a 500 or better record. So maybe they are a bit of a fraudulent 9-0. I guess we'll find out when we play them in our next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.